I really started out as an accidental entrepreneur because I've actually come from a career in finance. Food was always something very, very close to my heart, and it was truly accidental how I started a catering company 10 years ago with my mum, and it just grew to becoming larger than life. And I've always been very, very creatively inclined, and I think what Sage really offered was a 360-degree holistic experience of luxury dining within your homes. In 2016, I started Mars. From the very beginning, I think we were so conscious about food wastage and following like a zero waste philosophy in the restaurant, and hence decided to stick with a changing tasting menu where we would have a lot of control over sourcing and the experience that we could provide to our guests. And this year we were on Asia's top 50 restaurants and the #1 restaurant in the country. Araku is a social economic enterprise, and I only came on board as their chief retail advisor for retail and lifestyle in India. It's super exciting because I think that the work Nandi Foundation and Araku has done is almost changing, or writing the textbook for agriculture, agronomy, what agronomy should be in India. 27 Bakehouse was a COVID-born baby, and I don't think starting a restaurant like Mask 6-7 years ago, even when the idea was born, it wasn't easy to say the least, but because source an indigenous lemon, we had to source it, from say Uttarakhand or Himachal. We had to travel all across the country to get sea buckthorn from Ladakh or get chocolate from Pondicherry, whether it was sourcing the correct pottery or like all our tableware for the restaurant. Like, we've worked with artisans and very closely with potters too. So I think that, we put the challenge out there for the growers and the makers, that it almost was like they met us more than halfway to make this concept come alive. That I've been so boisterous from a very young age, and I'm a huge risk taker. I came from a home setup of growing up in a joint family, and I've always had to speak out loud to be heard amongst many people. It's naive to think that you can be out there achieving all these things as a woman when if you're you don't have that support system at home. And I think that people need to be more humble about those things. 7-8 years ago, it was a completely male-dominated industry, and even when I seeked out for advice on my concepts or my ideas, and it was like, people would say that you're crazy, it's not going to work in India, you're just going to sort of burn the money that you're deploying into this idea. But I think that's what made me more excited about doing something that nobody's done before.